Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. So this is going to be a full moon reading for the September full moon, Pisces full moon. So this full moon was just very powerful. Along with the 9/9 portal, Ascension, gateway open, and all the other planetary aspects. Look, we've got 6 planets in retrograde along with Chiron, so it really makes like 7 like planets, big star systems, right, in retrograde. So we just a lot is going on. So I've been tapping into this energy for a while and just want to keep getting some, you know, messages and see what's going on. So this is definitely our full moon for Virgo. We've got that coming out right away here. So you are good enough. Very beautiful. We also got full moon in Taurus energy. Your dreams need a practical plan. And this is very significant because, oh, they have me pull this one as well. Yeah, an end of a tough cycle approaches. So, because you're definitely 9s are about closing out cycles, right? So it makes sense that in a Virgo season, month number 9, we would be closing out a lot of cycles and patterns and starting to plan new, because now we're in that earth energy, right? Where we're starting to plan, structure, we're finding more down to earth type of connections too. So if you've been in connections that are really not fulfilling for you, that are not long lasting, things like that, you're starting to restructure and replan things, right? So there's that. Look at, we got all these full moon cards out. This is how huge this is. 4 cards jumped, right? Came out for this reading. They're all full moon cards. Now this, the moonology, you know, I've got many different other cards in there, right? There's a full moon for each zodiac, I believe, but you know, we've got the eclipses and the new moons and all the different, and North Node fell too. I didn't even see that. Guys, this is so beautiful because this is about sacred alignment. I told you these are definitely cycles closing out. It's 4, and that's all about structure, right? 4 full moons. So it's talking a lot about your home energy, right? Your structure, your home life, right? So this Leo season was very significant for awakenings, realizations, getting people the courage and strength to make major change. And then now in Virgo season, you're planning and you're starting to strategize and you're starting to see new opportunities available that you might not have seen before. Because the full moon we just had is also called the harvest moon because it's your harvest. A lot of things are coming in at this time. It's a very strong time of like things coming to fruition, things like that. So it's very important, right, to, you know, take action of your life at this time. And that's why you're in that Leo energy, courage, strength. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, the message was here. And then an end of a tough cycle approaches. Like I said, yeah, a lot of you guys, you know, your dreams need a practical plan, because a lot of you guys have been planning this stuff and getting the courage and strength, in fact, to pursue what you desire in your dreams. But now it's like you need a plan. You need to start taking action towards it. And then your North Node talks about your destined, fated life, and that's all about what the Leo season and the portal and the rising the star system series and the downloads that you get and the activation of the crystalline codes is all bringing you into an alignment with your divine life purpose and your path. So to have this jump out when we're starting to plan and restructure for that is so significant. And it's also because we're in this Mercury retrograde energy that just added to the 6 planets here, right? So it's really, you know, or add to the 5 planets, but it's really getting you to revisit situations and circumstances, kind of reevaluate, reassess. For some of you, there may be reconciliations, because I was hearing reviving, and just all these R's are coming out very strongly. So yeah, step into your comfort zone. And then on the bottom was a time of healing. You know, this Pisces full moon gave us a really big time to let out and release a lot of trauma bonds, a lot of karmic situations, right? See on the bottom here, we got another full moon down here. A surrender to the divine. Yes, because a lot of you just need to surrender and let go of situations. But see, there's so many different things that could have came out. Disseminating moon, Baltic moon, gibbous moon. We've got south node, new moon, cardinal moon, fixed moon. So there's so many different things on the new moon in Sagittarius, each one of those signs. But it was just crazy that it's full moon in Taurus, full moon in Virgo, full moon in Leo, full moon in Capricorn. It's crazy, right? That's beautiful. Okay. So, wow, that was the moonology that came out. You know, and look at all this starry energy too. See the black and all the stars? I keep picking up so strongly on the stars. In my decks, I've been seeing just all the sparkle representing the stars and dreams and wishes. This is the time for wish fulfillment, for dreams to be manifested, right? Dreams are made to manifest. They so are. Okay, so this is awesome. This one was beautiful. Love the moonology. So let's take a look at the Queen of the Moon. Because I don't even think I've pulled these yet on camera anyway. Because I was feeling guided to a lot of other different type of decks. Because I pull these every new moon, full moon. So I knew I'd get around to it eventually. Alright, Saurus. So Pisces, full moon. Just, I don't know if that's significant. It felt like doing something different. Got the Void. Yeah. The Hunter Moon, abundance. Wow. Look at this. Peace is on the bottom. This is overall, like the overall energy on the bottom for me. This is like definitely coming about because it's time for peace and harmony. It's time for us to come together to birth this new 5D earth. Peace, love, and harmony. Definitely. So I've definitely been talking about too, I keep saying definitely. Somebody is so sure of themselves and what it is they want and they desire. But patience is needed here. See, it's like right now you're like in between worlds. In other words, like you're coming out of one life and you're going into the next. You're really starting to release and let go of situations and people and all sorts of stuff, and you're headed towards the new. And you're in this planning. See, it's like she's in the tunnel getting ready to come out into all of those wishes and that amazing energy, right? But it's like you need to have patience because things are going to be falling apart, dissolving is the word that I've been using a lot for this energy. It's like you don't even have to do much. These situations are just going to just disappear. They're going to maybe try to stir up some things, but don't give it energy. And it's going to be falling off, realigning, right? Disappearing, dissolving, right? And the third eye, they're showing me the hand and the sand, is slipping away, right? So patience is definitely needed. Don't feed into the energies that may be coming about trying to knock you off track. This is the time to have faith, right? You're trusting in the divine, in source, and God, and all these and beautiful energies that you're being led and guided to your destined, your divine life path. It's so beautiful. And as I say that, the path, look at this with the ladder. See, and it's like you are definitely ascending and you're going up this ladder and you're going through this new portal. See, and for some of you, it's like some situations need to fall apart, need to dissolve, need to not be there anymore. So when you go through this portal, this doorway, this gateway, this higher level of paradigm for you, that people from your past or situations or things like that aren't meant to go with you. And it's like, and as you climb this ladder, as you ascend and elevate, you are going to be losing these situations. It's like for some of you, like, be careful because it's like you may lose something because you're going to be getting something better. Like for some of you, maybe you lose a car because you're going to get a better car. But see, maybe when you lose that car or whatever that is, the false people, if you have people around you that are just holding on to you for that security or for that, they may walk away from you. They may be, well, I gotta go. They may not say that's the reason why. They could stir up something else, but you're going to notice that, because I lost this, or Or maybe it's a job. For some of you, maybe you lose your job and then all of a sudden you lose your partner and you're like, well, wow. But you're going to get something way better. What you lose is going to come back to you. Or what's, taken from you is going to come back. It's going to be multiplied. And it's also, in fact, because you're shaking these things off as you're ascending. And if you're not in an alignment with where you're supposed to be, you just got to be patient and have, know that you're going to a place of peace and harmony. So especially know that if you're in situations that are chaotic, if you're in situations that you've just had enough, you're getting led to peace and harmony. It's very beautiful. All right. So definitely when they're here, though, when these situations are here, you definitely have to take action and choose. You basically just have to choose to walk through the damn doorway. Gateway. You got to choose this new beginning. Why? Because you have free will. So you are going to be getting called to take action. That's the action card, the new beginning that came out together, right? So definitely major changes here. You have to surrender things to the void. Surrendering them to the void is where you let go of them. They're no longer attached to you. And sometimes it's like you have to fully surrender, not knowing why. And that's when you surrender them to the void, to me. Is when maybe you don't know why something happens, but you're like, okay, I'm going to learn from this. I'm maybe going to be more careful or whatever it is that, or maybe even you don't even know the lesson or why it happened, but you acknowledge it by surrendering it and you let it go. So you don't have emotions and feelings attached to it. You're not holding on to those wounds. Right? It's just like, say somebody does leave you because you lose a job or a home or some sort of security or something where somebody was benefiting from it, right? Instead of being in that heartache, stabbed in the back type of energy where you feel like you were manipulated and used, just be, okay, well, I learned maybe I should have, not supported that person so much or whatever it may be. And if you can't find the reason that you need to learn from it, maybe that's something that you will realize later. That's sometimes why those retrograde energies come back, because sometimes they'll get us that realization of why stuff happened from before, from like the last retrograde time or a couple months ago or whatever it may be. And that's sometimes too while they'll have exes come back. Sometimes it's just to test you or to remind you of a lesson, or sometimes it's your karma and theirs. For them to come back and see you in a much better light gives them their karma for doing wrong to you. And your karma, your good karma for them kind of seeing you in a place, and then you're getting that closure and that. And then it's that feeling too, like, oh, you want me back now. So those feelings must have been real. And sometimes that just does it for people to release it, right? So there's many different reasons why those things come about. It's up to you to decide, the best for you, what to do with those. So sometimes it's just you need to talk. Sometimes you guys need closure. Sometimes, because stuff can't be left unsaid. They leave openness, right? They leave hope for one party or another. And then if you're constantly going there, or even not constantly, maybe sometimes, but if you're going there and you're thinking about people and you're opening up, you're feeling their energy, they're feeling yours. You guys are pulling on each other's energies. You still have those ties. So it's going to weigh out in situations in your life, right? Okay. Abundance. So definitely this is a very abundant, it's the harvest moon. So, to me, these energies are the strongest a couple days before, full moon night, and a couple days after. But for me, I'm ruled by the moon. I'm a Cancer. So I feel this moon all the time. I'm always ruled by the moon. But I've noticed that even though these energies come in with these full moons, sometimes you don't see what they brought in right away. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks, even though it's like your harvest, because like I said, maybe certain situations, like if somebody's not supposed to benefit from some of the seeds that you planted, and it's taken a little bit of time to get that person out, your ascended masters or your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever your spiritual team is, could be protecting and holding something back from you until they're out of your space, and then you get that blessing. That's why sometimes you'll get blessings upon blessings, and it's like da 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 da, and it's like, wow, look at this. So don't think just because you're not getting what's coming for you from what you've planted, your seeds you planted and all of that right away. Because you'll hear a lot of people talk about this harvest moon and new opportunities and new this. It's still bringing it in, guys, because these portals that we have each month we have one, right? So, the Virgo, and that puts us in the energy, right? So that Virgo energy, that portal, all the energy and the codes that come in are going to activate that in the crystalline codes within us, which is them ascending you. So you have the chance to raise your vibration. It's up to you how much you raise your vibration, but raising your vibration brings in these new higher level doorways, options, things, and gifts for you. And sometimes you don't get these gifts until you walk through that doorway, right? So you can miss out on opportunities. You can, if you let these people tie you down too much, right? So it's really important, things that are, when you feel these full moon energies, things that are pulling on you. If you're holding on to anger, if you're holding on to sadness, resentment, or whatever, you don't always need to forgive people for them. You do it for you. So if people have done bad things to you and stuff, like you release them, right? You release it because it's holding you back. You know that you're going to get your karma and your divine justice. You know that. Just, it's where you have the faith. Okay? So even though these secrets are coming out with this full moon, it's very big. Secrets are coming out. You just need to go with the flow. Have your patience. Know that you're being realigned. That's why I always say, and I've been there. I used to be such a worrywart, and I always went looking for stuff. If you feel as though you don't trust somebody, your lover, your person you're with, or family members or whatever, and you feel you have to snoop around and sneak around and stuff, it's not worth it. You need to let it go, because you don't need to be in that energy. You need to know that the truth is always going to come out. So you just wait for it to come out. You don't need to feed it, because when you go looking for stuff too, you'll see stuff out of context all wrong. Then that devil energy fills your paranoia and your fear. Then you got the demons that you're attracting, a lot of low vibrational energy, and it's going to pull you, and it's going to want arguments and fights, and you don't want to mess around in that energy. That's why it's really important to let go of fear, anxiety, worry. Just start by being grateful and thankful for the things that you have. Start asking God, source, angels, whoever you pray to, you talk to release your anxiety, your worry, your frustration, to raise your elevation, your mood. Get outside if you feel that way, because a lot of times it's the environment, it's the electronics, it's the stuff coming through our electronics, right? If you don't got certain crystals and stuff. This is when I have Amazonite that helps get rid of the electronic smog and stuff that come through it. Get that fresh air, breathe in the fresh air, release a lot of that frustration, because a lot of that stuff is just what's blocking you, right? Creating that anyway. So if you're around situations, if you feel as though you can't trust somebody, you probably shouldn't. It may be something you need to release and let go of, but some people do just have their own insecurities. So sometimes you just need to let go of your own insecurities that you may have, and those are trauma bonds. And finding ways to do that, like I said, they're showing me gratitude here, which I told you. These cards are really just to confirm what I'm feeling for you guys. It doesn't surprise me what I'm feeling, exactly what's in front of me. Being grateful and thankful. For the little things. You start there and you go up from there, because there's a lot of people that would be very fortunate for what you have. Just like if you're able to assess this video right now, you're able to watch this, you already be grateful that you have a device to catch this on. So you either have internet access, or you have a phone, or you have some sort of electronic device. There's some people that don't even have that. Some people don't even have power. Little things, being grateful and thankful for having food every day, and water, and clothes, and a home, and and family, or even maybe these people that are in your environment that are creating this, because there's some people that are all alone, and don't even have many people. So you can always find things to be grateful and thankful for, and that's going to foster in more things, because we're in a world that's run by laws of attraction, right? That's how karma plays out. Blossoming, the flower moon. This is definitely a very blossoming time, because it's like things are made to manifest at this time. It's a very magical, majestical full moon energy, and that's why when you're grateful and thankful, and the more things, it's just like I'm seeing like a birthday cake and sprinkles, and somebody's like so excited about the cake, and there's just more and more sprinkles, and it just keeps glowing up. This is so beautiful. dreams and miracles, and it's such a beautiful time. And a lot of it too is because we're all feeling this energy, right? And in Virgo season, it's a really down to earth energy, that earth sign, but planning and structure, and a lot of energy that comes through within this is it gets you to want to show love for the people that mean a lot to you, or just that do these I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like you're not really in this energy where Leo puts you on stage and you want validation and you want attention. It's kind of like you don't want the attention, but you want to give the love and the thanks without the recognition for it. So there's a lot more energies of people just going and doing things this month and touching people. And how much more touching is it that way? It's like, you know, it's so beautiful. Some of the things I see where people go out of their way to surprise people, like go leave something on their work desk or whatever anonymously, like nobody knows who it's from, you know, and things like that. So it's one of these like very beautiful energies where people just go and do a lot of just sweet things without that acknowledgement. And it's raising the vibration of love, right? And it's so beautiful that I love this season because it flows right into Christmas and so much giving and everything comes together. So anyway, it's just it's a really down to earth energy of very loving, caring. So people are going out of their way to do things and to be nicer and more kind and show that love. And you may feel to give gifts more and to be more generous, but it's a very beautiful, and it's like magnetic energy. So collectively, it's just like it's happening all over. And you may start to see it, like people just doing sweet things, like returning like shopping carts and helping people, and you know, and things like that. Like and just, it's so beautiful. I can't explain it other than that. Yeah, look, in fruition. I told you this is a time of fruition. All those things are coming together. It is the harvest, right? So there's so much just more gifts, and there's like so much more donations going on, and people are just anonymously giving gifts and donating, and that's raising the vibration, because it's like when someone does it and that thoughtful, like you know that that person is not feeding off of that for doing it for you when you don't know who it is. And then especially if you get gifted with something, then it makes you want to go gift, and then you want to show love, and you kind of want to do it even more because you're feeling the love for the gift and you want to pass it on too. So then the gifts and the abundance get bigger and bigger and bigger. You see what I mean? And that's what it should have been all along, not this fear. See, they're trying to stop our spirituality with all that fear, anxiety, and worry. It's like I was saying, discernment. Very much have to use your discernment, right? You're making very empowered choices for you, for your life. And I know that others are involved, and that's why you need to use your discernment. Like for some of you, like you may decide like, all right, for my best interest, like I need to get out of this connection. But there may be children involved and things like that. So you're thinking about the children, you're thinking about the situations, and it's like, say you guys are providing bills together and things like that. So there's a lot of decisions that need to go into that, like maybe separating. So you need to figure out how you can still have a stable, you know, home for the child. How are you going to split things up? So, you know, it's thinking about like the situations for everybody involved. And that's what I mean. This is a very beautiful time to do that because you're in that really down to earth energy. So you're really thinking a lot about other people's emotions and feelings at this time. So if you are feeling that you know, it's a time to make those changes, this is the time to work with those energies very much. So if you know, that's why you really have to trust what you're feeling. If you're feeling as though you're in a situation that's not genuine, that's not going to be your forever after, and it's holding you back from your passions and your dreams and what you feel in here, you need to start pursuing those actions and steps. And when the universe and the divine and source start to see you taking actions, they're going to help you. And you can always ask your angels, spirit, source, ancestors. You guys got so many people that are always there for you. You're never alone. You're really not. It's just we have free will. So you got to ask for divine assistance, and you have to ask for help, right? I actually say I have given my life like to God. I've said, you need to lead and guide me wherever. I've made a lot of decisions that weren't in my best because I wasn't seeing them clearly. So I tell them all the time, please lead and guide me, and yeah, look at this, trust, have that trust and faith, You know, trust that you're going to be led and guided. And full moon, I told you this is a powerful full moon. I can't even tell you guys. A lot of you guys are coming out of the darkness. There's a lot of you that are in the darkness that have created boundaries for yourself because of trauma bonds and because you didn't want to be hurt. So you've done a lot of self-isolation. We're not meant to be alone. We're not. So coming out of isolation, if you guys have been keeping yourself in and protected because of viruses and all of that. Put a little bit of this in my last reading too. You gotta let go of fear, okay? That's the control of the 3D matrix of fear. You need to have that faith and trust in God, that God's going to protect you, keep you safe, right? If you've got that, it's the one or the other. If you love and if you have faith and trust in God, divine, the universe, to protect and keep you safe, then you need to let go of fear, right? God is the creator, almighty for everything. Love is the highest vibration. It trumps fear and all of that. And, you know, you have a blueprint for your life before upon coming here. God knows your mission, your path, your destiny. God knows how long you're going to be here. He knows everything. Why we've been so disconnected from that, thinking that fear and all of that and need to protect our... I can't get too far into that. But anyways, needs to go back to trust, having faith in the divine source, God. Love. If you worry, if you have that fear, go to God. Ask God to take that fear away, because that's low vibrational devil energy that's getting in there. That's making you feel fear. And our electronics do that, unfortunately. They create panic, anxiety, and worry. So a lot of times you just need to detach electronics. You just set the radiation boxes down. With that or within your home, creating it. These towers that we've put inside our houses. Now, I know I have to do it too. I've got to have Wi-Fi to have my, you know, laptop back here and all of that. And I forget to power this stuff down at night. But you could do other things like getting the crystals to clear out some of the energies, selenite, things like that, salt lamps, cleansing yourself. Water is so purifying. You need to water, purify yourself, getting the negative ions and all of that, because that's what causes fear, anxiety, worry. Taking breaks from them. See, I even got to, it's our world, right? It is, but you got to detach from them. You got to take breaks from them. You have to. So if you're starting to feel fear and things like that, what are you surrounded by? Okay? All right, so... Ooh, that was a lot. That's what Source had for you guys. Know that, you know, Source puts together these readings. So I tell them to take over my readings, pick my decks, tell me what to do. I channel a lot of these messages, right? So if you're guided to this, it's personalized for you. You were guided here. If you feel any part is not fitting, then Source is having you feel that that part's not fitting. So leave it out, because these are general and collective, and multiple people are going to find these readings. So... But these are the energies that are coming out. So that's what I mean. They're for everybody. But when I talk about certain situations, if you don't feel that's for you, then leave that part out. Like if you don't have children and you're not in a connection or whatever, that's where you customize. You just take, leave those little parts out and take the rest of the readings, right? So maybe I'm talking to you if you're not. Are you opening up your curtains? Are you letting in sunlight? You know? Are you letting that, you know, because the sun gets... takes all the negativeness, right? What do you think? The sun is so cleansing and purifying, right? And also, if you're creating those boundaries, those bubbles, and you're staying inside, the sun is purifying you when you go out in it. So if you haven't been going outside and getting that sunlight, you need to go out and get that sunlight. That is going to make you feel healthier, make you feel more alive. And also, don't wear so much black. I wear black as protection. You'll see a lot of times in my readings because I put on my sweater, because black makes you feel confident and gives you that protection, right? Be careful what you're watching too. If you're surrounding yourself with a lot of violence on TV, social media, news, things like that, you may need to limit them because it's run off of fear. I don't watch TV at all. I don't. I mean, I have... In the evening, when I'm relaxing at night, I put on shows. So, of course, Netflix and, you know, the different apps and stuff like that. So, but I do not have my TVs on during the day. I'm never like that. You miss too much. Just, anyway. I'm just seeing what other messages that they wanted me to give to you guys. That, yeah, you need to wear all different colors. You need to, different vibrations, right? You need to be getting all of those different colors and vibrations. Think, whatever color you're not wearing or you're not working with, that's normally what chakra you're going to have problems in. If you're having problems with creativity, orange. Or your sacral or things like that, it's all associated with orange. So if you don't ever wear orange or have orange things in your house that you see, or if you don't eat the color orange, because eating these things is, and I mean not in front of the TV where you're not seeing what you're ingesting, like looking at it, you know? So if you're having problems with creativity, go get a bowl of oranges, put them on your table, you see them every day, eat oranges, work with orange. That's what I mean. If you don't want to be colorful like me, like I wear all the colors because I feel the color. But you don't have to always wear them, but just different things, working with the colors, having them in your home, different things. They all have to do with our chakras and our energies, and your energy has to be flowing through all of your chakras for everything, for your health, for just, you're just going to feel so much better, right? I feel it's very significant for somebody that is watching me, or one of you is like depressed, and it's just changing your environment, certain things, right? Too much black, too much, just too much stuff. You need to cleanse your space, right? Cleaning up, cluttering, moving things around, changing the chi energy in your house, right? Definitely opening up the windows, letting the light in. It neutralizes the cleanse, and it's also safest way to cleanse things, right? Like I just heard the weirdest thing. I just never knew that, like, it's the most purifying to like put sponges out in the sun to kill the bacteria in them. I never knew that. But I don't use sponges. I think about the energy they harbor. I use everything you throw away. I was kind of like really big germophobic, so I get it, guys. After having 4 kids, that changed that. I mean, I still use Lysol every day, you know, but it's crazy. Like I even dilute it too because of, you know, my kids, and I don't want it too strong and stuff. So I don't know, I felt to share that for somebody. So don't be too harsh with the chemicals and stuff, and be careful. Yeah, see, somebody's strongly protecting themselves. You are protected, but somebody's like kind of like in a bubble, and you definitely come out of that. Just getting that from last reading too, so maybe you watched that last reading. Or if you didn't, you should go take a look at it, right? So I'm wearing pink in it. I feel like I need to get you guys the name of it, because this is definitely going along with that reading, and I'm connecting definitely with somebody that watched the last one. It's called Sacred Alignment to the 5D September Energy. Okay. So should definitely take a look. All right, well, I'm at 30 minutes, and I've only pulled the moon cards. Well, this one I was going to do the full moon. So I guess, let's get energy cards. We'll take a look there. And elementals. Let's get one from elementals, because this is very beautiful, and this was one of the theme decks that I felt to pull. So, alright guys, just a minute. Alright guys, sorry about that. Okay, so, yes, elementals. So let's get one source for elementals for this full moon in Virgo season, the Pisces full moon. The lake. Ooh, I love this card. It's so beautiful because with the lake, it's like, see, she's sinking, right? But there's a castle that's sinking, right? And it's like, you can't see things from just the surface level. You have to go really deep, right? You know, to see more what's at the bottom, right? But it's also like you start to think about the lake and what fuels the lake. You may feel as though you're trapped and you're stuck in a situation, but there's other ways out that you're not seeing. Something fuels this lake, right? Something is giving this lake its water, right? So there's another water source. So there's other ways to get out of your situation or things like that. Like, that's what I remember, okay, from this card. Number 31. So that's 32. Wait, it's a 4. You could be on a life path number 4. 4 could be of significance to you. Birthday, a number, since I felt to call it out there. Okay, so the message here is do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive, do the research, do not cut corners. You may be seeing the whole picture. You may not be seeing the whole picture, right? So take your time with the decision. Remember how I'm talking about the patience and all of that. So, Sina says, lakes are natural, self-contained bodies of water that are not connected with the ocean. So they have their own ecosystem and often contain their own endemic species, right? Wow. So, spiritual lakes have been places of magic and power. So go beneath, it gives a lot of interesting things, but very strongly the element to me that's coming out is water, right? So each of these cards has either a different element, right? Earth, air, fire, water. So the water is very strong here and very significant, very heavy, and, you know, so it's strong, rooted with emotions and feelings, and, you know, so take what that card, what you were hearing there from the message, and put that into your own situation. I seen 35:55 on the clock too while I was reading that. So fives talk about major changes, right? Okay. All right. So that was the elemental, and was that all I was going to do? I thought I said I was going to do one more, and then I got distracted. The energy cards. Thank you, Source. Okay. So let's get some energies for this full moon in Pisces. So look, Leo energy on the bottom. Lionsgate was huge, I told you. So there's been a lot of awakenings, activations, a lot of that courage, power, and strength. A lot of things are coming over from that. So it's like if you made up your mind, all right, I'm making change. I'm changing jobs, or I'm going after my passions, I'm going to get out of the situation. It's like first you have to get the courage and strength and decide, right? Then you start taking actions and steps, and that's where we're at. I'm telling you. All right, Source, Divine, the angels. So we're getting the full moon in Virgo season, Pisces, full moon energy. Beautiful. 22. Oh my gosh, I got the yin and yang card. This is definitely about attraction, about coming together with your divine life counterparts, soulmates, your just things that are going to make you feel whole and complete. It definitely talks about balancing out the feminine and the masculine energies. So like I said, a lot of you really much need to take action. It's like your emotions are so strong, right? I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It's like your emotions are very, very strong at this time, or you're thinking a lot about other people's emotions, that it's been affecting you because you don't want to hurt people, right? Or you're very deep in situations. Like I said, there's a lot of you that are in families or married or things like that, and you're wanting out, but you're really planning and restructuring and reevaluating. See, look, it's showing me Angel of Strength again with that lion that I was just showing you with Leo season. Your angels are giving you the power and the strength. Don't forget that lion energy. That lion talks about you, your energy. This is your life. You need to live life for you and stop giving your power away to other people. You're giving your power away to other people when you go, well, I want this, but so-and-so, or how is my children, how is my significant other going to feel about it? No, what is it you want? Your angels are going to help you keep that strength and start to see things. You're only seeing them at a surface level because you're immediately stopping once you think about what others are going to think about your decision. That's why you got to look at things. Like I said, like lakes have their own ecosystem or whatever, right? So it's like, yeah, you have children, but those children also have grandparents probably, and aunts and uncles, or other family members. So there's a whole other aspect, right? Maybe I'm getting the strong energy about children, right? If that's not you, leave it out. But it's like, for some of you, it's like you feel this struggle because of the kids, and maybe it's just you and your significant other to care for these kids. But that's what I mean. There's so many other people or resources or things like that. You're in a whole new world once you have kids, right? Because then it's like it changes a lot of things, right? They come first and all of that. But you also have a lot of resources available to you that you can tap into that you couldn't before, because you have children. You automatically, are available for like food assistance and medical and things like that, and different programs and help that you have available to you that you may not be looking into. So, this is a time of planning and starting to take, the action and all of that towards that. So angel strength is helping you. Yeah, look, in cornucopia. You need to have your strength. This is everything. There's so much abundance and gifts and so many beautiful things that are meant to come in for you. 11. We've got 2 master numbers here. 11 and 22. Told you, this is so beautiful. Sacred alignment. You're destined to have all of this abundance come to you. It's a culmination of things. This is so many blessings are coming in for you. See, and there's been attachments holding you back. And those people are going to be getting revealed to you. It's like the mask is coming off. If you've been giving your power away to people, you're going to see who those are. And you're going to be able to release and let go of them, right? Or you have the choice to do that at this time, like I said. So the angels are giving you the strength and courage to see these situations for what they are, to be able to release them. And then we have Archangel Michael here, helping with your root chakra, your first chakra. Remember I was talking about the colors you work with. This is red. Red is about passion, action, adventure. So you need to work with the color red, wear red, eat foods that are red, different things like that. That's going to help you get that passion, that action, courage, strength, right? And, there's so many different things that you can do. Just look up like the root chakra, right? And then third chakra, Archangel Chamuel here. Beautiful. And that's about creation, right? But see, he's pulling in that creation from like his heart space. I always say go off of what you feel here, because that's strongly where you feel your intuition is linked to your heart chakra and your stomach. It's kind of this middle energy here. It's kind of both of them. But to me, it's always, I touch my heart. Things, like when I'm trusting my intuition to guide me, what does my heart feel? But a lot of times it's your stomach, right? But third chakra, so yellows, wearing yellows, working with yellows. So, of course, eating bananas and those sort of things, and squash. We're getting close to Thanksgiving, all those beautiful colors and everything. So, apples, tomatoes, definitely your fresh fruits and vegetables are going to make you feel amazing. And then working with them and having them out and looking at them while you're eating them, things like that. Very beautiful, right? Okay. So those are the cards that are coming out. All right, guys, I'm going to call this reading here. So this was the full moon in Pisces energy for September for Virgo season. And guys, this is also a timeless reading, because whenever you're guided to it, it's what Source wanted you to see it. Just these are all the energies that are coming through at this time, so you can keep that in mind. But also these messages are specific for you at this time if you're catching this outside of Virgo season. So as always, like the video, it claims the energy. It does an energy exchange with me and the universe, divine, and source. It lets them know that you resonated with the reading. You got something from this reading, so you're giving back. You're spreading love and light out into this world, and you're helping other people find this, right? So definitely subscribe if you guys have not, so you get more of my uploads to your newsfeed. You get notifications if you click the bell, and definitely love and light to you all. All right, bye guys.